Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello, my name's Lily Maxwell. I'm an Australian Melbourne makeup artist and beauty therapist. I'm 20 years old and I have been doing this for about 3 years. And if you are already watching my videos, hello again, welcome back. So today it will be a how to again series video on eyeshadow. So we'll be running through each step of the eyes today, from priming the eyes to applying the eyeshadow, how to blend the eyeshadow, and how to do the perfect eyeliner, and how to curl your lashes, and how to put on false lashes as well. So I will also be showing you how I do under my eyes as well, so pretty much everything on the eyes today. So if you want to see how I achieve the eye look today, which will be a brown smoky eye, then please keep on watching. Okay, so I've just zoomed you up nice and up close and personal onto my eyes pretty much. So we're just going to start off by priming our face first. I will be linking all of my products that I used in my description box, so please check that out if you really liked the products I used today. So we always want to prime our eyes and the rest of our face, just so the foundation doesn't sink into our skin and we don't have breakouts. Okay, so now that we've got our primer on ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes first. Normally if I was going out on a special event, I would like my eyes to be the first thing I focus on, as I find that it's my main feature on my face. So mainly for night outs and special events, I do eyes first, then my brows, then my whole face, and then I would follow up with lashes, and then eyeliner, and then I would do the lips, and then setting spray. So that's pretty much how I do my makeup for special events. So eye primer, I'm going in with the LOUISE base in the shade Rumour 2. And I'm just going to use a flat angled brush, just grabbing a little bit on my hand, and I'm just going to apply that all over, and I'm just going to make sure I cover the whole perimeter of my face, of my eye, sorry. Okay, now that's all applied onto the eye, I'm just going to use a beauty blender. This is the Morphe beauty blender. I'm not sure if there's a specific name for it, but it's from Morphe. So I'm just going to blend that all out nice and evenly. And now once we have done that, we are ready to go with eyeshadow. Now you're probably thinking, why haven't you set that? Now I don't normally like to set the concealer on my eyes, as you want more pigmentation. I find that if you use eyeshadow straight onto the concealer, it comes out so much more pigmented, and it's actually a lot easier for me to blend out. So I'm not going to set it, because if I was going to set it, there's already that powder on top, and then if I go in with the shadow, it's not going to come out as opaque as I'd like it to. So the eyeshadow palette I'm going into today is the Jeffree Jawbreaker palette. And this one's quite colourful, and I'll just show you, that's what it looks like there. So I'll be jumping into some more of the neutral colours today. These bottom two I'll be going into, and probably for the inner corner I will use that shade there. I'll write down all the shades I use in the description box as well. So first we are going into the shade Cone, which is that lighter shade next to that dark brown on the bottom. And that's just going to give us an idea of how we want our crease to look. So I'm just going to coat my brush just like so, and we're just going to start working that into our natural crease. And you don't really need to worry too much about blending. If you find that you do want to blend it, you can, but this is just giving you an idea where I want to place darker shadows in the future. So I'm just going to place and just lightly blend. Now how I'm blending this one is just sweeping motions, or you can blend up in circular motions to give that lifting effect as well. Okay, next I'm going into more of a denser brush. Sorry, this is a clean brush, it's just stained. So this is a dense pointy brush. I like to use this to pack on eyeshadows. So I will go into that darker brown now, just very lightly. Don't want too much onto the brush, just like so. And I'm just going to just pat that onto the areas where I want the crease to look more defined, and then we'll go in with that brush that we used in before for that zone shade, and we'll just blend that out. So as you can see, that's where I kind of want the darkness to be. And going back in with that same brush, don't pick up any product, and we're just going to start blending that out. Now as you can see, I do kind of like to go in, but I also like to bring this up so it kind of gives it that cat eye effect as well. Perfect, so now that we're happy with how it's blended out, I'm going to go in with more of a warm toned colour. So I'm going in with that maroon colour up there, it's called Raspberry. And I'm going to pack that into the crease as well. So I will use this brush right here, it's a bit more dense. Get a nice amount of that product onto the brush, and I'm just going to apply in that same area of that dark shade and blend it out. Perfect, so I'm really happy with how that's blended out. Now I'm going to go in with that dark shade again, it's called Tasty, and a little bit of that Cone shade again, and then I'm just going to lightly blend out any lines up above and just give it more definition as well. Perfect, so that's all blended out very nicely. Now I'm going to go in with, there's quite a few shimmery shades here, so I'm not quite sure. I think I might go in with this pink colour here, which is called Snack. And because it's a metallic shade, I want it to really pop out as much as it looks on the palette because it's so nice and shimmery. The best option for this is your fingers because they are warm and they pick up really nicely on creamy shades like this. So obviously make sure your fingers are clean first before putting on shadows. So just grab a good amount of that colour there, and I've just got that on my finger, and I'm just going to place that from the inner corner to about halfway on my lid. Perfect, so now that we are happy with the placement of that shadow, I'm going back in with that first fluffy brush that we used and going back into that very first shade that we used, just a little bit of product, and we're going to blend out that harsh line that's showing up in the middle of our lid. Okay, so I'm really happy with how that eye looks. I'm going to go ahead and jump to the next eye and do the eyeshadow off camera, and then I will bring you back and we'll jump straight into the mascara part and the eyeliner part and then the eyelashes as well. Alright, so now that I have done both eyeshadows on both eyes, I'm going to go ahead and do my under eye eyeliner. I do like to go in with a white pencil just because I've created more of a eye crease with the eyeshadow. I'm going to use a white eyeliner just to give it a bit more of a pop underneath. So the way I do this is I kind of use my ring finger and just push down my eye just like so. That way I have room for my next two fingers to go ahead and just apply that underneath. Perfect, and that's all. My eyes are watering. That's all you need to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that on the other eye. Alright, so we've done that, and now I'm going to do the eyeliner part. I really, even though I've been doing makeup for quite some time, eyeliner is still a struggle for me, even just doing like a simple line across the line, like the eyelid, without doing a wing. But I will show you guys how I do freehand wing eyeliner today, and I hope, I'm just praying to the makeup gods that I can get this perfect today for you guys. So the eyeliner I'm going in today with is Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. This is by far my favorite liquid eyeliner because it has a little point to it, so it gives you more of, it kind of gives you a guide on how you want your wing to look, and it kind of helps as well. Sorry, I'm mucking up my words today as well. So I'm not going to talk while I do this, but you guys can just watch on how I do the wing and then just apply it onto the rest of my eyelid. Okay, so I've managed to do one eye. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye and try and match it up off camera. I know I just wanted to show you guys how I do it on one, but essentially with the second eye, you just want to look at yourself straight on and see where the angle of that liner is. So you can kind of just line it up just like so, and then just go in, draw that first wing, and then just shape out the rest of the eyelid. Okay, so I've managed to do both eyeliners pretty perfect. I'm actually pretty happy with how these look. And well, this one's a little bit longer, but I'm not going to touch it anymore because if I just go ahead and try and fix them, I'm just going to make things worse. So as soon as you find something that you're happy with, stop straight away, and just, because as soon as you put on lashes, it's just kind of going to fix it and kind of hide the imperfections a little bit. So that's the one thing I like to use eyeliner for. So next, I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes. Now, most of you think that this tool is pretty scary, but when you start to use it a little bit more, you kind of get the hang of using it. But pretty much, this is a curling tool. It temporarily curls your lashes to blend in with false lashes, or just to give them a lifting effect. So pretty much, you want to place your lashes in between this gap here, and you just want to slowly squeeze until you find the lift and how much lift you want as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and you can kind of see how I gently do that as well. Perfect, so now that I have curled my lashes, it's probably a little bit hard to see, but you will kind of get the idea once I put mascara on. And you can just do this without lashes. You can totally curl your lashes and put on mascara and be about your day. That's totally fine. But I do like to do that just so when you turn your head and you've got false lashes on, you don't see two separate pairs of lashes, if that makes sense. Okay, so I've just gone ahead and put my mascara on, and you can kind of see that it's lifted my lashes a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more on. Okay, so now that we've done our mascara, we are ready for lashes. Now, most of you will find your own way of applying lashes, but fingers, for me, I find they're quite easy. Some of you can use a special tool that come with lashes that you buy, but I just like to use my fingers because that's how I learned to apply them when I was in makeup school, and I've just been doing that ever since. So the lashes I'll be using today, I just got these from Priceline. They're quite natural ones, so that's what they look like there. Nice and long in the middle, but nice and natural as well for just like simple glam looks like today. So before you place them onto your eye, you want to measure. So essentially with measuring them, you just go ahead and place them onto your eye without any glue, and you can kind of just look at and see how much you need to trim off because they can be a little bit too long. So I've measured how much I want to trim off, and it's going to be quite a bit because I do have small eyes. So you just want to grab some scissors, and I'm probably going to trim off about a quarter off. If you can see how much I've trimmed off there. There we go. So just trim your lashes to your eye shape and how much you want to keep, how much you don't want to keep, totally up to you. And so now that we've trimmed our lashes, we can go ahead with our glue. Now the glue I'll be using is, I got these from a beauty wholesales shop, and it's called Wasp. If anyone knows the brand Wasp, that's the glue that it comes with when you purchase those lashes. It's quite good. They do have latex in them though, so if you are allergic to latex, I would suggest finding something that is latex free. So you just want to open that up, if I can open it. There we go. Now with this eyelash glue, it comes with like a little wand with the glue inside. So you grab your lash and hold it from the lash part of the eyelashes, and with your glue, where the band is, just apply the glue to that band. And definitely make sure you get the ends quite coated with the lash glue, because I don't know about you guys, but when I put on my lashes, those corners tend to come off quite easily. Perfect, so we've got that nice and coated. I will let that sit and kind of just get tacky for a little bit. So now we're ready to go ahead and apply our lashes. I normally like to go and apply into the center first, so the center is nice and stuck down, and then if the corners are sticking upwards, I will go ahead and just bring them down slowly. So I'm going to do that while I'm not talking and speed you up so you can kind of get an idea of how I do that. Alright, so as you can see, I have applied my false lashes. They are quite natural looking, but as you can probably see, the band kind of shows in the corner there. So what you can do to kind of hide it is grab your eyeliner again, and you just kind of want to go into that corner and draw a nice thick line, so it kind of gives that illusion that it's not even there. So I've just kind of stuffed up my eyeliner, but I can show you how you can fix that. So you can grab a clean little brush and grab a shade that you used in your eyeshadow and just kind of buff it away. Perfect. And because there's a little line there of the shadow I used, just blend it out just a little bit. Perfect. So now that we have pretty much done majority of the top of the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, and then I'll show you how I apply eyeshadow on the bottom part of my eyes. Okay, so now that we've got our foundation on, I am going to go ahead and do the under part of my eyes so I can blend out the eyeshadow and give it more of a smoky look as well. So we're going to go grab an angled flat end brush, a different one from what we used before, and we're just going to go into that dark shade we used called Tasty, and just grab a little bit of the product on the brush there. And using the angled part of the brush, we're going to place our shadow onto our lash line. Just like so. And then I'm going to grab a different brush. I might grab that brush we used for that raspberry colour. Just with the product that it's got on there already, I'm going to blend that line out and give it more smoked, if that makes sense. It's probably a little bit too much. So grabbing a fluffy brush. Perfect, so I'll go back into the first colour we used and just blending out that harsh line. Perfect, so that looks pretty good. And then I will go ahead and do my other eye, and then I'll pop the mascara on my bottom lashes and I'll show you the final result. Okay, welcome back. I have just finished my full glam makeup look today. I'm really happy with how the eyes look, and I hope you guys followed along and learnt something from today's how-to. If you have any more questions, please don't be afraid to ask me in the comments down below, and don't be afraid to give this video a like as well, and definitely subscribe. Please follow my Instagram, which is @LiliesBeautyWithin with an underscore before the within, and if you would like to see more of these how-tos, please also comment and see what you would like to see next. I will be posting these every week, like I said in my previous video, but please let me know what you want to see on the how-to for next week. Bye!